I'm going to take you through a rebalance series on a soft foam roller. If you don't have a soft foam, you can probably do it on a hard foam as well, but I do recommend a soft foam roller. I'll put a picture at the end of the video of the one that I recommend. Before we get started, I'm going to have you do what is called an assessment. It's just a way to check to see how your body's at prior to doing this sequence, and then we'll recheck it afterwards to see if you made a little difference. So the way we're going to do that is you're going to lay down on your back in a Shavasana-like pose. Your legs are extended, your arms are by your side with your palms facing up. And then what I want you to do is physically in your mind divide your body down the center into two halves. And then notice how the two halves are resting. For me, I'm feeling a little bit more of my right leg on the floor than the left. I feel my right hip a little bit more heavier. So basically my right side is more weighted to the earth than my left. We'll check at the end to see if I made some difference. So what you want to do is you want to come onto your roller lengthwise. I'm going to sit on the very edge of it, make sure I can't see it when I look down between my legs, and then I'm going to walk myself back and check to make sure my head is on the roller so it's not sticking off even an inch. If it is, just kind of slouch yourself down a little bit. Bring your hands to your side with your palms facing down and have your feet about hip distance apart. What you want to do is allow your knees to drop over to the right and take your head with it, and then take them over to the left. Go back and forth with that a few times, allowing your nervous system to settle in. It's on an unstable surface, and it just needs to know that it's safe. After you've done that about maybe 30 to 45 seconds, then you're going to find that place to settle in the middle, making sure you haven't widened your feet out. They should still be hip distance apart. We're going to work on your breath, starting by breathing in some depth. Take your right hand and put it on your chest and your left hand on your belly. With your inhale breath, fill both cavities up. And then as you exhale, let them drop back down. Try that again. Inhale, fill both up. Try that again. Inhale, fill your chest and your belly up. Exhale and release. Going to try a little with breath next. So you want to take your hands to your rib cage. I like to bring my thumbs out and place it like on the side ribs. So when you inhale, you want to feel your ribs expand away from one another. And then on the exhale, give it a gentle squeeze in. Try that again. Inhale, ribs move apart. Exhale, they come together. Finishing up with length, bring one hand up to your collarbone and one down to your pubis bone. When you inhale, you want to feel your hands slide apart from one another. And then when you exhale, you want to bring them back together. So inhale, feel your torso grow longer. And then exhale, let it retract. And then touch your thumbs and your pointer fingers together. You're going to form like a triangle with your hand. Place your thumbs in your belly button and allow your other fingers to rest on your belly. See how it feels to close your eyes. And then take a nice, full, three-dimensional breath in, breathing in length, depth, and width. And then staying with your hands where they're at, we're going to try to activate the deep core muscles that help to support your low back. They're not ones that we typically use, so they're hard to feel and activate, and you may not feel them the first few times you do this breath work, but eventually about midway through your exhale, you should feel a little hugging of these muscles to your spinal column. We're going to make some sounds with the breath. The first sound is an SH sound. Draw a breath in, exhale and say shh. Again, breathe in. Final one. Trying a new sound. This time you'll make the sound that you make if you were letting air out of a tire, or if you were a snake, that little hissing sound. Take an inhale breath. One more. And then the final sound is the sound you would make if you were fogging your bathroom mirror. Draw a breath in. Last one. Now allow your hands to come back to the earth. You should have them extended out in a capital letter V. Your fingertips are on the floor and your palms are lifted. Again, making sure your feet are hip distance apart. Take an inhale breath, and on your exhale, lift your right foot 1 inch off the ground. So you want to try to keep it as low as you possibly can. And then lower that foot to the floor. We'll try that on the other side. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, left foot lifts just 1 inch. Nice. Put that foot on the floor, and here comes the big challenge. Bring both hands to your belly. We're going to do that same movement without the hands on the floor. If you start to feel shaky when you lift your foot up, then add one of those sounds, maybe the SH sound. Here we go. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your right foot just that inch. And then lower it to the mat. Second side. Inhale first. Exhale, lift the left foot. Awesome. Take both feet to the ground. Take your hands to the earth. Extend one leg out. Roll back onto your back. Move that roller out from underneath you. Extend your hands to your side with your palms facing up. Divide your body back into 2 halves. And notice if you feel a little bit more even on each side. It's magic. So now as I check in on my body and I divide myself down the line into those 2 halves, that left and right side, I feel much more even. My body feels like it's weighted equally on the floor, which is what we're trying to do. It helps to settle down your nervous system. I hope you felt some change too. Notice your shoulders, how they feel. Maybe they're a little bit tight or a lot of computer work. We're going to do a little series on the shoulders. So you'll come right back onto the roller lengthwise. Lay back down, check to make sure your head again is on the roller. Do a little gentle rocking just to reset your body. When you come back on the roller lengthwise, you always want to rock again a few times. And then come back up, extend your arms to the ceiling. You're going to reach and pull your shoulder blades away from the roller, and then come back down and hug the roller. The arms are going to remain straight. Try that again. You're reaching up, and then you're going to come on down. We're going to draw some circles with your fingertips. Start by dropping your hands towards your thighs. Move them out to the side and up towards your ears. And then bring them back through center. This time as you make the circle, make sure you can see your hands the entire time in your peripheral vision. Do that one more time. A nice, slow circle. And then as you come to center, lift your shoulders back away from the roller and then bring them back down and hug it. We're going to reverse the direction of the circle, moving it towards your ears first. Take it out to the side, down towards your thighs, and back up through center. Same rule applies, that you should be able to see your fingertips the entire time you're making these circles. One more. Come back up, reach up, sink back down, and this time with straight arms, we're going to take one arm towards your ear and one towards your thigh, not going past your thigh or your ear. If you got any cranky places as you do this, you can always stop and take a breath. Bring both palms back facing one another, fingertips going towards the ceiling. Lift your shoulders away from the roller again and then sink down. Stay where you're at, but I'm going to come up so you can see the hands that you're going to be using next. This one's always kind of hard to cue. So I want you to keep your arms or your palms facing up. Extend your hands out, so palms are up. And then bend one hand towards the floor, my palm still facing up, and the other one towards the ceiling. You should feel a really big stretch in the wrist area of the fingertips that are facing the earth. And then go back and forth with that. So you're going to go up with one hand and then up with the other. Back and forth. Every time the fingertips are facing the floor, you'll feel that gentle pull. That's the inner line of your arms, which is always a tight place, but the back side is actually usually tighter. To activate that, you're going to do the same motion, but you're going to make a fist with your hand going back and forth. Do two more. And then let your hands come back to the mat. Straighten out one of your legs. The leg you chose to straighten out, roll off the roller to that side. Come on up. And there's your melt for this morning.